Hello, I'm Janice Koonce, and today I'm interviewing my grandfather, Arthur Koonce. He was a foreign news editor on the Washington Star. How did you get to this position?
Well, I worked at the Washington Star for something over 30 years. And in that time, I moved up to assistant foreign editor and finally to foreign editor in charge of our contacts with our correspondents in various places throughout the world: Europe, the Orient, South America.
Were you ever a reporter?
Oh yes. Even before I worked for the Star, I had been a reporter in Washington, covering the Supreme Court, some of the government departments, including Interstate Commerce Commission and Treasury.
Well, I know you're here in Kentucky visiting us, and well, is there anything else you can tell us about your work at the Star? Was it interesting?
Most interesting. There's quite a thrill to having all within a period of a few minutes contact with people in such widely scattered capitals as Paris, France, on one side of the world, Vientiane, Laos, on the other side of the world. That, of course, is a capital that is now rather much out of the news. Our correspondent no longer is even there. The war changed that.
I know that you used to send me stamps from all different places of the world, and that must mean you got a lot of mail. Did you? In the Star, y'all must have really gotten a lot of mail to give me all those stamps.
Well, in addition to the material for the paper that came in by teletype from our correspondence, we had a lot that came in by air mail from people we call stringers, who are our part-time correspondents in different capitals, and also our man in the Orient, for instance, who was based in Hong Kong, would frequently be assigned to go up to Tokyo or over to Manila or someplace. Some of the material that he sent in from those places would be teletyped in, and a lot of it, of course, was not perishable to the extent that it could not be air-mailed, and frequently was.
You said you worked at the Star for 30 years. Where did you start in the Star? Did you start as a reporter and work your way up, or did you start as assistant foreign news editor?
I was assistant foreign editor within a very short time after I went to the Star.
As you know, I'm thinking a lot about going into communications myself, and so while you were down, I was going to ask you to talk to me about it. But can you tell me of some good careers, maybe in the news, in the newspaper communications?
Well, you first get a good education, a wide education, in as many subjects as you can. And then when the time comes, you pick something that is interesting. And of course, it also has to be available. And from there, you can make some moves.
Seems like in this family that people are following in everybody's footsteps, because I know my father followed in your footsteps after you, sort of, and went to a communications, and our mom was planning to go into communications. How long do you think this is going to go on?
Well, if each succeeding generation has favorable reports from the preceding one, it may continue for some number of generations.
Well, it's time for us to wrap up our conversation here. And so this is Janice Koonce and my grandfather, Arthur Koonce, saying goodbye.
Thank you, Janice.